I'm in a rush. I never switch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Box it. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Bravo.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
44, hey, box drop.
Cousins now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
3rd and long for Cousins. The 20. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. 4. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of a couple. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
A lot of football left to be played. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First. Hey, orbit. We're going.
A first down throw for Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Cousins on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now Cousins. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Perry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Good job.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always... And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Dan Bailey lining up for
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 30. Check 26. Hey, check 26. Recon, 132 fighter. SOS. 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 Check 3. Check 3. Get 300. Get 300. Get up.
Here's a give to Lindsey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He finds an opening past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Check. Inside. Mike 54. Cover, please. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Lindsey. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the 1st.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several. Williams loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Perry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
319, 54. Here we go, G.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They start the drive with Cook. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. They're on to the 2nd half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 58.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back now at Lambeau. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel. Check 50.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 32-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Touchdown, Packers! Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a score closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Watch it. 382, last 50.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
the gun. Here's Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 50 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
319. Look at you. He's coming.
Now a give to Breida. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die. up and up, it's magic. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you